making headlines this hour. The government completes the drawing of lots to determine the location of residential plots under the Bimveria scheme in Hulumale Phase 3. Ministry of Tourism and Environment data shows the Maldives reached a historic landmark in its ambitious environmental conservation efforts, with over 1 million trees planted so far under the government's 5 million tree planting program. And SME Digital announces the upcoming launch of 2 innovative financing schemes, including a dedicated program for marine vessel purchases.
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamu alaikum and welcome to PSM News in English with me, Idham Naeem. The government completes the drawing of lots to determine the location of residential plots under the Bimveria scheme in Hulumale Phase 3 following extensive revisions to the island's urban planning framework.
The draw held at Calafan School reflects changes introduced by the Housing Development Corporation to the Hulumale Master Plan and Phase 3 land use plan in response to infrastructure concerns. Officials said the revisions were prompted by limited harbour capacity and difficulties in linking utility grids across phases. The restructuring required earlier plot allocations to be shifted with new lot numbers issued to affected recipients. The Ministry of Construction, Housing and Infrastructure confirmed that 698 plots were distributed, spanning 7 size categories. Entry to the venue was restricted to 1 representative per plot, with proxies permitted if they presented valid authorization letters and identification for both the owner and the representative. Recipients could view their allocations in real time through the Hiawahi portal and receive confirmation via SMS. The proceedings were also broadcast live, underscoring the government's emphasis on transparency. Land reclamation in Hulumale Phase 3 is progressing alongside the draw. More than 30 hectares of the planned 63-hectare area have already been reclaimed. Details regarding agreements and the formal handover of registries will be announced following the conclusion of the allocation process.
The Ministry of Youth Empowerment, Information and Art states that the National Youth Conference is set to take place from December 22nd to 23rd at the Male Youth Hub.
The conference is being held by the Presidential Youth Advisory Board in collaboration with the Ministry of Youth Empowerment, Information and Art. The ministry has stated that over 93 youth from different sectors are set to attend the conference. The purpose of the conference is to address the concerns of the youth, find sustainable long-term solutions to their issues, and to formulate a national youth policy. In addition to this, the conference aims to engage the youth in dialogue, identify key issues, and factor in their opinion on matters of policy and to facilitate their development. The conference is divided into 6 key topics designed to be engaged in a workshop format. President Dr. Mohamed Moise is scheduled to attend the closing ceremony of the conference. The government has prioritized the development of the nation's youth demographic with a number of initiatives. One such noteworthy initiative has been the establishment of the Zuwanunga Third Space, which is a youth-friendly and eco-friendly space that supports learning, skill building and social interaction. Young people have the option of organizing community events, skill exchanges as well as other social and cultural events. The Youth Hub also aims to provide youth counseling and youth well-being services under one roof.
Minister of Health Abdullah Nazim Ibrahim announces at a global summit in India that the Maldives will establish a national committee to advance indigenous medical practices. Speaking at the World Health Organization's 2nd Global Summit on Traditional Medicine in New Delhi, Minister Nazim said the initiative aims to promote local healing traditions safely and on an evidentiary basis. He highlighted the distinctive contexts of the island nation, citing the historical ties between Maldivian society, its marine resources and inherited medical customs. Minister Nazim described traditional medicine as a complementary discipline that must remain grounded in science, ethics and equity. He added that the administration of President Dr. Mohamed Moise will provide technical guidance and encourage collaboration across sectors through the new committee. The plan includes archiving traditional practices, particularly those related to orthopedics and wellness, and conducting research under strict ethical standards. Future strategies, he said, will also explore ways to integrate these remedies into primary healthcare services across selected islands. The announcement was made during a ministerial roundtable attended by WHO Director General Dr. Tedros Adhanom Ghebreyesus and health officials from 24 nations. The gathering concluded with the adoption of the Delhi Declaration, which calls for strengthening traditional medicine within mainstream health systems through rigorous scientific validation. According to the Ministry of Tourism and Environment, the Maldives reaches a historic landmark in its ambitious environmental conservation effort, with over 1 million trees planted so far under the government's 5 million tree planting program.
This project, initiated by President Dr. Mohamed Moise, aims to restore endangered native plant populations, increase greenery and improve environmental conservation efforts, while enhancing biodiversity and combating climate change. The Minister of Tourism and Environment, Tariq Ibrahim, stated that more trees will be planted next year and that the 2 laurelwood trees have been planted in every inhabited island in the Maldives. As stated by Minister previously, 1 million trees have been planted this year, thus achieving the desired goal set by the government for the year. The ministry has worked to expand this project nationwide and implemented measures swiftly to realize this target. The government is developing a 55,000 square feet nursery with assistance from China as a part of these measures. Originally targeting 5 million trees with the assistance of state-owned enterprises, private sector and civil society organizations, the program has expanded its goal to 6.4 million, reflecting the country's strong commitment to ecological restoration. Previously, ministry officials emphasized the program is vital for combating climate change, preserving biodiversity, and ensuring a healthier future for generations to come. As part of this, 90 endangered native plants are being planted.
A 2-day seminar on the digitization of Maldivian heritage commences, forming part of the Signature Research Scholarship Program. The event in a further move to expand financial support for small and medium enterprises (SMEs), in the Maldives, SME Digital announces the upcoming launch of 2 innovative financing schemes, including a dedicated program for marine vessel purchases.
The Finance Institute, formerly known as the SME Development Finance Corporation (SDFC), was rebranded in late October and now operates as a subsidiary of the Bank of Maldives BMO, aligning fully with Islamic Sharia principles. Speaking on PSM News' Rajimad program, Aminat Muha, government portfolio in charge at SME Digital, revealed that the vessel financing scheme is in its final development stages and aims to support individuals and businesses looking to buy, build or upgrade marine vessels, including essential equipment, machinery and engines. This initiative reflects the company's commitment to advancing the fisheries and maritime sectors. Additionally, a new POS-based financing scheme for merchants using the BMO payment terminals will be introduced, alongside a Sharia-compliant agricultural financing option to complement existing services. Mariam Shaznar, digital in charge of marketing communications, emphasized that SME Digital is leveraging cutting-edge technology to deliver eco-friendly and inclusive financial solutions tailored to diverse SME needs. As the Maldives' first fully Sharia-compliant digital financial institution dedicated to SME growth, SME Digital is integrating its services with the BMO mobile app via API connectivity, ensuring seamless, accessible and modern financial support nationwide.
The Maldives is taking a major leap into digital financial services with the launch of Swipe, a multi-currency digital wallet by Bank of Maldives BML, while President Dr. Mohamed Moise announces the imminent arrival of PayPal in January 2026. Unveiled in October, Swipe enables fast, secure transactions both in the Maldives and abroad, offering contactless QR payments, multi-currency transfers and instant fund deposits via global debit or credit cards. The app also provides spending analytics, catering to businesses by streamlining cash flow management. President Moise, fulfilling a campaign pledge to modernize digital payments, met with small and medium enterprises (SMEs) this week, emphasizing the government's commitment to expanding fintech solutions. Meanwhile, Swipe, developed entirely by Maldivians, is set to undergo beta testing this month, with plans to connect to international networks by the first quarter of 2026, allowing users to transfer funds abroad without extra fees. The president praised Swipe as a homegrown innovation poised to showcase the nation's fintech capabilities globally. The dual rollout marks a transformative step for the Maldives' digital economy, empowering businesses and consumers alike with seamless borderless transactions. The Maldives Police Service MPS launches a vibrant new community initiative called the Neighborhood Beach Fest, aimed at bringing people of all ages together through fun and interactive activities.
The festival offers a lively mix of beach football, water park games, fish pond, treehouse and creative drawing sessions, creating an entertaining and engaging environment for families and children. Speaking to PSM News, Rajni Shuaib, head of the Tilamal Police, emphasized that the event not only promotes recreation but also serves as a platform to educate the public about police efforts to ensuring public safety and security. Highlighting child safety in the digital age, Rajani noted the fest includes awareness campaigns on responsible internet and device use for children, with guidance for parents. With plans to expand the fest to Vilamal and Holumal, the initiative reflects the MPS commitment to strengthening trust and fostering positive relationships between law enforcement and local communities across the Maldives.
India's Adani Enterprises plans to aggressively bid for 11 airports that the federal government plans to lease to the private sector as part of the company's $11 billion expansion strategy for airport infrastructure over the next 5 years.
Billionaire Gautam Adani-led conglomerate has embarked on an expansion spree in recent years, with its airport subsidiary becoming the largest operator in India by number of airports. India's other major aviation player, the GMR Group, is the largest operator by number of passengers handled. The Indian government is leasing out government-owned airports for long periods to private players while incentivizing building new ones. It plans to have 350 to 400 airports by 2047 from 163 currently. Earlier this year, New Delhi outlined plans to lease out 11 airports, including at Amritsar and Varanasi. Adani Airports manages 7 airports across India and is set to operationalize the first airport is built from scratch, a new airport near Mumbai this month.
So we don't have a fixed timeline, it's milestone based. We had 3 milestones that we wanted to meet before we would consider going public, either through an IPO or a demerger. The first was the operationalization of Navi Mumbai. The second milestone was that the airport business by itself has to be cash positive. So right now it's largely EBITDA positive, but because of the capex cycle, there's more cash that's required to be deployed in.
Director of Adani Airports Holding Limited AAHL, Jeet Atani, said there is no fixed timeline for public listing of AAHL, but an initial public offering or the demerger would depend on achieving some milestones, including the business becoming cash positive. When asked about the positive valuation for the business, Jeet Adani said that has not been set, but the company will look at comparable multiples when deciding that. Data from the International Air Transport Association showed Adani and GMR are rushing to tap into booming air travel in India. About 174 million passengers travel from and within the South Asian country by air in 2024, 10% more than a year ago. Indian Airlines have placed orders for over 1,300 aircraft since 2023. Jeet Adani said the company has no plans to enter the airline business, citing thin margins.
UN Secretary-General Antonio Guterres tells reporters at UN headquarters that the ongoing scale of human suffering in Gaza, quote, breaks my heart.
Guterres made the comments following the release of the latest Integrated Food Security Phase Classification (ICP) report on food security in Gaza. According to the UN chief, the report concluded that while famine has also been pushed back, 1.6 million people in Gaza, more than 75% of the population, are projected to face extreme levels of acute food insecurity and critical malnutrition risks.
Today, the world received the latest IPC report on food security in Gaza. Famine has been pushed back. Far more people are able to access the food they need to survive, And we are preparing more than 1.5 million hot meals every day and delivering general food assistance packages across Gaza.
The latest ICP assessment comes 4 months after it reported that 514,000 people, nearly a quarter of Palestinians in the Gaza Strip, were experiencing famine. The IPC warned on Friday that the situation in the enclave remained critical. Guterres called for full implementation of the ceasefire, the opening of more border crossing and the upholding of international law in the West Bank.
The judiciary's Mizan news agency reports Iran executed a man who it said was convicted of spying for Israel and having ties to Iranian opposition groups.
Entangled in a decades-long shadow war with Israel, Iran has executed many people and accused of having links with Israel's intelligence service and facilitating its operations in the country. The Oslo-based Iran human rights group said on X that the man whom it identified as 27-year-old architecture student Agil Khashwaz was sentenced to death on charges related to espionage for Israel. Iran state media Wana released handout images of a person claimed to be Khashwaz from an undisclosed location. The Iran-Israel conflict escalated into a war in June when Israel struck various targets inside Iran, including 3 operations that relied on Mossad commandos being deployed deep inside the country. Executions of Iranians convicted of spying for Israel have significantly increased this year, with multiple death sentences carried out in recent months.
We will be back after a short break.
ಮಿಯಾಹರುಗೆ ಮಸ್ಸರಿಂಗೆ ದೋಸ್ ಗೌಮೈ ಫೆಂಬರಿಂಗ ಫಾಹ ಕೊಪ್ಪಾವಣಿ ಮಾಳುಸ್ ಮಾಡುಲ್ ಉತುರುಬುರಿ ದುವಾ ಫರುಗ ದುವಾ ಫರುಗೆ ಉಮ್ರಾನಿ ತರಗ್ಗಿಯ ಎತಕೆ ಮಶ್ರೂವೆ
Allahu Akbar, Allahu Akbar, Allahu Akbar, Allahu Akbar. Ashhadu an la ilaha illallah. أشهد أن لا إله إلا الله أشهد أن محمدا رسول الله أشهد أن رسول الله حي على الصلاة حي على الصلاة حي على الفلاح حي على الفلاح الله أكبر الله أكبر لا إله إلا الله اللهم رب هذه الدعوة التامة والصلاة القائمة آت محمدا الوسيلة والفضيلة والدرجة الرفيعة وابعثه مقاما محمودا الذي وعدته وارزقنا شفاعته برحمتك يا أرحم الراحمين وصلى الله على محمد وآله وصحبه وسلم والحمد لله رب العالمين.
ಮಗುಹುರಸ್ಕುರಾರು ಖಣ ಫರಾತಶ ವಾಯ್ ಫರಾತ ಬಲ್ಲವ ಕುರಿಮಗ ರಾವಾಯರು ವೀಕಂತತಕಶ ವ ಮುಂದಾಕಂತತಕ ವಿಸ್ನವ
Welcome back. You're watching PSM News in English. Lebanese Prime Minister Nawaf Salam says that Lebanon had put forward its first comprehensive legal framework aimed at recovering deposits and addressing a financial gap.
The proposed fiscal gap law, a long-awaited measure needed to restructure Lebanon's debt burden, sets out how financial losses will be shared among the sides, the central bank, commercial banks and depositors. He said the draft, which will go before the cabinet on Monday, would restore confidence in Lebanon among Arab countries and the International Monetary Fund. According to the Prime Minister, the bill addresses financial regularization and the recovery of deposits. The draft law is the first to surface since Lebanon's financial system collapsed in 2019 after decades of corruption, waste and sustainable financial policies.
European soccer body UEFA announces European Championship winners. Spain will face Copa America champions Argentina in the finalissima game in Qatar in March next year.
The contest between the two continental champions was revived in 2021 when UEFA and South American Confederation CONMEBOL strongly opposed FIFA's plans for a biennial World Cup. Lionel Messi's Argentina outclassed Italy 3-0 in the 2022 contest, and the South American side will return to the Lusail Stadium in Qatar, where they were crowned world champions 3 years ago. The match will be held on March 27, 2026. Spain and Argentina have met 14 times, with both teams winning 6 times each.
The title of the world's largest gingerbread house now belongs to Disney Plus and Hulu, as verified by the Guinness World Records.
To celebrate the 35th anniversary of the film Home Alone, the entertainment companies constructed a home measuring 44,838 cubic feet in 8 days. The home is a replica of the McAllister home featured in the film starring and then 9-year-old Macaulay Culkin. Held together with 20 gallons of edible glue, the home is 34 feet long, 58 feet wide, and over 22 feet tall, and is built out of 4,200 gingerbread brick tiles and nearly 1,800 roof tiles. 10 pounds of fondant help hold the spectacle together, which was made with 7,350 pounds of all-purpose flour and over 6,600 eggs.
That concludes news for now. Thank you for watching PSM News. Have a good day.